we're gonna do one of my favorite things to do in Raid Shadow Legends is that it's a whale harder. We're gonna open up a lot of void shards today, and there's a couple reasons I think that this is a good time to do it, and I also could make a very strong case to not do this.
Nope.
And depending on the reasons, I think there are both positions that can be good for sure. The reason why I'm going to do it today is I'm trying to finish up the 5 reds for Donatello. I kind of want to save some of the things that I have saved up. I've got some champions saved up which I want to use for either an event that's running like right now, or I think it's a good idea to save, well, you can't see it here on the screen, but I've got Empress and Cleopatrix saved up and I can unlock them. See right here, I can unlock them. I want to do that when there's a champion chase like there is running right now, or during personal CVC. So we're in a strange time right now where we've got this event running right now, which is good to pull the trigger on this, get a lot of points, get 1,000 points, almost be done with the event. But we also have personal CVC, which is going to be starting for me in the middle of the night, Monday morning, Tuesday. Well, it's middle of the night, Monday, Tuesday morning when that event will be starting. So why am I doing this? Why am I buying void shards? Well, there's a bunch of reasons why. First, we've got double epics and double legendaries. So this is going to give me a 1% chance at void legendaries. There's about 100 of those in the game. And of those 100, we've got a 10 times to pull who I'm really looking for, Leonardo. So I have a 1% chance of pulling a legendary out of these shards, and then I've got a 10% chance that'll pull him. So that's like 10% of 1% maths. So this is not a high number, but we're gonna be opening a bunch today. I also think I'm very close to Mercy, where I should be able to get a guaranteed legendary at some point, but we have double chances to do it. Now, just your daily gentle reminder, if you want to get started playing Raid Shadow Legends, now's the time to do it. Also, if you're a veteran player and you want a fresh start, the easy way to do that is to use your Polarium account on PC, log out from your existing account, click the link in the description, and then using a new email, a new password, start a new account. You'll get all those free bonuses. Be sure to use promo code in the first 24 hours. I like Monkey King for Sun Wukong. You're going to get the 4 champions that were just shown on the screen. And you're going to get started with Turtles with Michelangelo. Now, this is Leonardo. I've already got Michelangelo, Donatello. We're going to try to get Leonardo today. I'm also trying to finish up the Donatello 5 red event. We're getting ready for Monday for a new fusion. A lot of people are going to be avoiding this. They're going to be avoiding this, and the reason why they're going to be avoiding this is they're going to want to save for some future event inside of October for guaranteed legendaries.
It feels like somebody wants to sell me something!
On the 2 missing turtles, there was leaks suggesting that, but we don't know how that's really going to play out. I'm really like a gambler. I really feel like I'm a gambler today. We're going to be doing this and trying to make it happen. Now, how many do I have? Let's take a look. We got to collect this. Oh, I also need those legendary books. 17, and then we got another 17. So I think my plan for today is to go until I pull one. I got 79 in total. Ugh. All right, I got 79 in total. I'm going to pull them in clumps of 10, and we're going to do this until I get a legendary. I've got 9. Why don't we just open 9 individually because I got 79. And let's just see what we get by opening one at a time. Oh boy, what do we got here? All right, the other thing too I got to mention is that when I do training events or some sort of events, I use my brews, right? And I try to get my champions up and going because that's typically not farming 12-3 brutal as much as I used to, right? And I'm kind of moved on to using brews. I get a lot of brews out of Demon Lord on a daily basis. And I need to save these. Very good champion, by the way. Very good champion right there. Although Donatello does a lot of the same things that a lot better than her, but very good champion. But I need to save these because I often will have a lot of voids and not the void characters to upgrade, where the other 3, I pick up one here and there and mystery star or something like that, and I can kind of get them to 3-star, but I got to save these guys right here for that event. I don't want to, food all these characters away right now. I just want to save them so that when it comes time, I can use those brews without having to open these. So I've been having to open up void shards. I've been having to open up void shards so that I could use my food, and I want to stop doing that. Here we go. What do we got there? Fellhammer. I don't know this guy. I don't know off the top of my head. Let's take a look. Fellhammer. What do we got? Let's go and see if I can use him. I'm not familiar with him. Okay, Fellhammer. An epic. I already have this guy. Oof, not good. Oh boy. Oh boy. I like his beard. I don't know if there's anything else to like. That doesn't look good at all.
No! No! No!
All right, well, we did get an epic, and I want to look at how many points. I'm also mostly doing this for points in the event. So I'm doing it for points in the event. I'm doing it for the double chance rate of pulling epics and legendaries. I'm doing it for a very minuscule and small chance at pulling the turtle. So I'm doing this just to get to an even number because I had 79 and I want to get to 70 and a multiple of 10, so that way I can kind of do 10 pulls real quickly here. All right, so a lot of stuff here, and then this will be the 9th one, and we will go on 10 pulls from here on out. All right, dagger. Okay. Oh, 10 pulls. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, boy.
So let's go. Boom. All right, what do we got? We got, okay. What do we got? A lot of rares coming through. Oh boy, all rares. Not great. That's 500 points towards the event that I think I need about 3,000 points to get what I want to get. There's also a mythical book in there, which I'm going to need when I get Empress up and running. I'm not sure exactly how many I need, but it seems like Mikage needed way more than 10. I have to go back and count, but that's about how many mythical books I have right now. All right, so we're striking out here a little bit. We pulled one epic. Let's go and open up 10 more. What do we got here? We got a bunch of rares manifesting in front of me. What do we got here? Lua, Prundar. I have Prundar. Keatum. I use the Keatum. Keatum's actually kind of a fun champion. Got Coldheart. You know what? I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed with Coldheart. I can never get her to work as well as everybody said. I'm curious if there's some veteran players watching right now that will speak to the fact that Coldheart, back in the day, was the most useful champions in the game. And then, eventually over time, some of the really strong rares were power crept by the strong epics. And now the epics aren't even getting used much right now because the epics are getting power crept by the legendaries and the free legendaries, and then the void legendaries, and then the mythicals. Like, I feel like I could not get her to work because she was just too squishy. Keatum I use all the time. So he will be, we do empowerment or whatever, make him go to +3, +4. I just like this guy. This guy's actually a lot of fun to use, specifically when I manually play Hydra, which I'm not planning on doing anymore. Prundar was I know that I was considering taking Prundar up for Faction Wars hard because I've been struggling in some of the areas there, and he was a contender for one of the Ogrins, but I don't think he's good. All right, no. Well, I'll remind myself to not do that. Lua, what do we got here? All right, well, so far all we've got this morning is a lot of food. A lot of points for the event. I'll take it. A lot of points for the event, a lot of food, and I'll be able to +1 my Akitum. Okay, but I'm really hoping to get at least one legendary today. Like I said, I'll stop when I get to legendary. I think I'm really close to Mercy, is what I'm thinking. All right, we got another 10 bomb coming through. What do we got? All right, we got a lot of Renegade. We got another Renegade. I have a bunch of Renegades. Yeah, hang on to a copy of Renegades. There's some cool things you can do. She reduces cooldowns. And Renegade can be used on some combo teams, speed tube teams. Painkeeper, Renegade, and now Donatello can be used for some kind of Prince Kymar. So there's a couple characters. There's a bunch. Those are the only ones I know off the top of my head. But I try to keep a couple Renegades saved up just in case someday I want to build them up. I do have one that I took all the way up, but I feel like having an extra copies of that. Cold Heart's in the same camp, but I could just never get. Maybe I just need to build her differently. Let me know in the comment section if you still use her on a weekly basis. I'm finding I can't use her or can't get her to work. Not even sometimes in Faction Wars. I mean, Fire Knight maybe inside a Cursed City. I don't know. What do we got? All right. Golden, Warcaster, Dagger, and Broadma. Broadma you can fuse. I was using him in the Lizards. I might take him to +1. I do have him at 60, but I recently replaced him with a Turtle and then Pythion. So I haven't been using him anymore, but he was the character I was able to fuse. Like, it's one of the fusions that you can do right from the start, and help me get through Faction Wars to get my Lydia. But now that I've got Lydia and I've moved on to hard, I'm not using him as much. But anyways, let's check these other ones. Okay, 3.5. Okay, Warcaster. Let's go. And so, I mean, I'll be able to +1 him, which is kind of nice. So basically, I've pulled 2 +1s. I've looked this guy up on Hell Hades before to see what his ranking was. Okay, not a lot there to consider. Let's see what we got now. We're gonna do another 10 bomb. Are you ready? I'm ready. Ready. Big money, no whammies. Let's go! All right, give me something good. I can feel it. Should be approaching Mercy. I can't. It feels like it's been a long time since I pulled a legendary. Vinegard, okay. Two-Hawk. And I believe that is the end. We have opened all of ours for today, or I'm out of room. I think what it is, I'm out of room. I'm gonna have to probably go into my inventory and open up room. Although I can toggle that button, right? There's that new toggle. Maybe this will be the first time I use that toggle to send him right back to, yeah, that's what we'll do. Two-Hawk I've had before, obviously. He's coming up, so must be not that high of interest. I think when they say 4, I start looking a little closer at them. Yeah, well, 3. There's a lot of quite good Void epics, that I wouldn't mind pulling. Like, I think I could use another Godseeker, just to +1 her. All right, let's go into my inventory and clean this up a little bit because I'm out of space. Yeah, okay, so you can't see it on here, but there's a little toggle here. Summon to Reserve Vault. So let's do that. And so I have 2 more pulls of 10, and then all of my Void Shards will be gone. Rip Void Shards. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know. All right. Roomkeeper. Faceless. Oh, come on. Oh, Whisper. All right. Oh, I just did my Chimera run, and Whisper is my damage dealer in Chimera. That's a big W. If you get her pay big attention to her. She does all kinds of silly things, specifically if you have Lydia. She can take turns back to back. I've seen her take 3, sometimes 4 turns in a row. Very rare, but there's certain conditions that can be made where she's guaranteed to take another turn. And her A2 has 100% damage ignore. So she just does all my damage in my Chimera runs. And now I get to plus 1 her, which this makes, you know, pretty much the video worth it right there as far as I'm concerned, and the pull's worth it just to plus 1 her, you know, on top of all this other stuff. Last one, are we gonna get a legendary right here? If we get a legendary, we have about a 10% of that. It's gonna be the one that we're looking for, a turtle. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, well, that Umbral Enchantress, that's another big high importance epic. Well, that's it for today. We're closer and closer to hitting Mercy. Tempted to keep going. Maybe I'll do another video tomorrow. Maybe throw another $100 at this, you know, well harder. If you want to start a new account, like if you're a veteran player and you want to get your journey started off right, great time to start a new adventure here, Raid Shadow Legends. The easiest way to do that is to log in to your Plarium PC client, log out of your existing account, then click the link in the description, and then you'll be instructed to enter a brand new fresh email and of course new password, and then that way you'll get the new champions. Use a promo code in the first 24 hours. My suggestion is Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the amazing legendaries, as you know. There's some other choices there, but that's the one I like. And then you also will be starting it off well with Michelangelo. So between Michelangelo, Sun Wukong, Ugo, and Decan, that is an amazing start. All right, bye for now.